Welcome back to the Cashin In Freedom Summit. She's been called governor, soccer mom, and Sarah Barracuda. One thing we know for sure, she's a freedom fighter. Welcome back, Sarah Palin, to the show. Governor, our freedom and liberty are under siege. The amendment, specifically, how do we fight back?
On the national level, we make sure that we're electing candidates who will promise to pay whatever price it's going to take to protect our Constitution. Then on a state level, I think it's very important that we find candidates and elect them who would be willing to call for a convention of states if need be, because that is the way, that is the tool that the people have to rein in government, is the convention of states.
Governor, I asked Senator Paul which amendment specifically was under the most attack. The First Amendment, Hobby Lobby and their freedom to practice religion the way they choose. The Second Amendment with the gun rights with Eric Bolling. And the Fourth Amendment with the NSA. In your opinion, which one is the most at risk?
I would agree with Rand if he said that First Amendment, it starts there. If we're not able to express the will of the people, then government will take over, will grow, will continue to do what it's doing today. The problems that we see today start at the top. We have a president who doesn't understand or just chooses to disrespect our Constitution, those rights, the rule of law, the separation of powers, all those things that we learned in elementary school about how our nation was formed and why it is the most exceptional nation on the earth because of that Constitution. Our president has set a tone in this nation that kind of says, it will be a select elitist crew of guys that are going to run the show instead of we the people.
See, speaking of that, Governor, at one point you said Hillary Clinton should run in 2016 for president. Why, and do we really need another Bush or Clinton for that matter in the White House?
I said it's fine if she ran. I didn't say it's fine if she won. I tell you, no, we don't need the more of the blue blood, no. We need new energy. We need new people in there who, again, will understand what the Constitution has done to create this great country, not those who would choose to seek constitutional changes, amendments that are not the will of the people, that they would amend themselves by just seizing power from the people. So, no, we need new people in there.
Very good, very good. Governor, this week we found out that the Reverend Al Sharpton, at one point it was an FBI informant. There's questions as to why and when he did that. Your thoughts? He's been a very vocal critic of yours. Your thoughts on the Reverend Al, hero or hypocrite?
Oh my gosh, there are so many reasons to look at Al Sharpton and not be impressed. This is just one of those. No, he's been a critic of just the average patriotic American, not just me, the average American who understands what it's going to take to get this country back on the right track. He's not one to help get the country back on the right track.
Okay, now another person who's been fairly vocal against this show and me personally, Mr. Jon Stewart over at Comedy Central. He's also been a critic of yours in the past, but I see that you're doing something with Jon Stewart. Will you tell us about that?
Yeah, doing a PSA, our efforts are to help our troops, the wounded warriors returning from the war zone and needing mentorship, needing employment. There are so many trained, equipped troops returning home, and we want to make sure that they get a great shot, a fair shot at getting a good, sustainable job. Tough to do, of course, in this economy when, 18 to 20 million Americans who are seeking full-time good employment can't find it because of the economic condition we're in. But whatever we can do to help those troops. It is our military. They have paid the price. They have made the sacrifices to allow us to be free. How dare their sacrifices, their efforts be in vain? Part of that is sustainable, good employment in the future for their families. That's what that's what we're fighting for.
Great cause, Governor. We appreciate you coming on the Freedom Summit, the Cashin In Freedom Summit, very much. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you very, very soon.
Thanks so much.